Hey guys, this is Sailor Turnt Gamer, and we're here today coming at you with a patch note update. We are talking all about the latest patch note, which is update 0.8.2. Right off the bat, I want to say if anybody's checking this video out, I apologize for not putting this video out a lot sooner. I haven't posted a video in about 4 days now, I think, and that's because I've been really sick and under the weather. It's been mostly my throat, but it's affecting the way I talk, it's changing my voice, and it's affecting when I sniffle or when I cough and things like that. So I wanted to wait till I felt a little bit better before I released the video, because the last thing I wanted to do was to cough every 30 seconds and have to worry about you guys hearing something that would distract from the news. So anybody out there that's a part of this fleet and haven't got on game, on notice for the latest update for patch note 0.8.2, well, I got you. And stay tuned, because later on today I will be coming at you with another video that you can check out as well, because we got some news about where Dauntless is going. It's headed in the right direction. Anyway, let's talk about the third Eye Reagent. The third Eye Reagent is something that came out with this past update. It's huge. Slayers are not going to have access to a third Eye Reagent pretty much every single armor in the game. Hopefully weapons will come one day. Who knows? The overall dye surface area that you can actually change has increased as well, and then you can actually dye all of your equipped armor at once, so you can go for a full-on look if that's what you want to do. Fashion Slayer is in business, so get the game looking right. We looking fresh. You know what it is. Bug reporting. Slayers can now report bugs through an in-game help menu, so that should help with getting bugs identified, so that way the developers can get bugs fixed to completely revolve and change the game for the better. It's been great. When the game fully released, up until about a week, there were 6 million players playing Dauntless, which is insane to think. And as of today, I want to say, I got note that there was about 10 million players playing Dauntless, which is just crazy. There are people coming out of the windworks to play this game, and it's definitely worth it, because the game is fun. It deserves to be played, and every day I play, I'm having a great time. The last biggest thing we wanted to talk about is the hunt board details. They wanted to change the way it works and make it a lot easier for players to be able to hop into a hunt and understand what they need to be prepared to take down that behemoth. And so changing some things on the hunt board is going to make that much easier, because the strengths and weaknesses are now going to be able to be viewed from that hunt board, and it's really going to change the game. We have a whole lot of quality of life changes that are ahead of us. I'm going to highlight those things now as we discuss them, right? So they improved the performance of Chirag, Hellion, Salamir, and Rezakiri. So before you ask, this isn't the final performance. For improvements, of course, there's always work to be done, so just know they're going to continue to improve these behemoths and others as the game continues to progress forward. They've made multiple optimization changes to VFX and behemoths to make them less resource intensive, so that's a huge thing in itself. They added a shimmer to Invisible Karabak, so that should make them a lot easier to see. I know for myself, I have a hard time seeing that guy. He moves around so quick. And honestly, sometimes I wear glasses, and being invisible is just always a pain. So a nice little shimmer is going to help change the game. They introduced fixes for most of the common crashes that players were running into on every platform. So I know console players, specifically PS4 and Xbox, I know you guys were having a hard time with some of the behemoths due to just the VFX changes and stuff that were put in place, making it harder to run on console. Well, with those changes to the VFX and those other changes that I just talked about with the fixes, should make all of that a lot easier to run. This isn't the end, only the beginning. Cancel matchmaking and skip matchmaking should now work as intended. That was something that was kind of put into place by accident, where you couldn't cancel or skip out of those hunts, and now you can do that. So great. They fixed the bug when changing your lantern on the airstrip will cause your UI to disappear during the following hunt, which sucked, because if you are a player like myself who uses your lantern quite often, then that was really a bummer. The middleman will now show the correct price for unlocking a new sell slot and speeding up cooks, which is awesome. They fixed the bug where Slayers could get stuck in the hunt pass screen. They fixed the bug where some Slayers could see and craft the previous versions of Moonreaver Strike weapons, which obviously is not the way it's supposed to go, because as of the way the game is being played now, They consolidated all of the weapons in the game, and they added it up to a 15 tier as well as the armor. So that made it much more a streamlined version, but those previous bugs that found their way into the game instead of leaving kind of made that seem a little confusing. But the system we have now is much better than what it was before, and hopefully we never have to see those old versions of Moon Reaver strike weapons again. Using A to slam will no longer execute the hammer's standing blast or incorrectly place a single ammo landbreaker. That's unfortunate. I knew that was a bug, but I loved it while it was there. The Molten Edict, that is the exotic hammer that pretty much comes from Chirag, but you can get that by doing anything. It's a random drop. There's a pretty good chance of getting it. Once you get it, you'll be happy because you got one out of the, I want to say, 5 exotics that exist within the game. But Molten Edict is now going to correctly and consistently spawn fireballs, so no worries on that. Slayers who use their system language to set to Polish are no longer going to experience Dauntless in Portuguese. It'll now going to be in English, so that's a lot easier. Change that up a bit. They fixed the bug where players couldn't equip the Death's Head or Sky Anchor Sigil, so you can put those on if that's what you want to rock. They fixed the bug where some TVs will clip the top corners of the HUD, the heads-up display, depending on the overscan settings, so that's gone. On held actions, things like gathering, healing, and 8th events, those are now going to be displayed properly. They fixed a bug where opening the move list on the airship will cause it to get stuck, remaining on the screen for the duration of the hunt, so that's no longer going to be an issue. They fixed a bug where using a keyboard to navigate the store could result in the wrong item being selected. Oh my god, thank god that is fixed. That's clutch, that's key. The Sylvian Barrel Mastery card will now display the correct icon and background. Awesome, I'm so happy about that because during the previous patch we also got a VFX change for that. So any of you repeater players out there, you know, well, the Sylvian Barrel actually looks pretty cool. Interrupt and indicators will now correctly display anytime a behemoth is in an interruptible state on all platforms. That's dope. They fixed the bug where VFX changes can end up prematurely and abruptly. They fixed the bug where Slayers could go invisible and browse certain menus, and they fixed the bug where the end of hunt survey could get off as the player was mid-answer. The last couple of quality of life changes that I want to talk about and that we're going to get into are these as follows. They raised Razor Wing Carbach's health to its intended level, so it's a more balanced fight. They fixed the bug where the armor crafting screen would show an incorrect resistance rating for the armor level from 11 on up to tier 15. They added the ability for Slayers to customize their appearance from the personality menu, but you can still do that within other means. They fixed the bug that caused the camera to reset into the sky when exiting the hunt pass screen, and then the very last quality of life change that came out in this past patch was that they fixed the bug that caused beards to show through certain helmets in the loadout, personality, and storage screens. So those visual bugs are no longer going to exist. And with that, we put ourselves in a position to continue to excel the game. Again, the last and most important big things that we got from this patch is the hunt board details that's really going to help our newer players. The bug reporting system that exists that's going to help out the entire community, and the third Eye Reagent. They have been building up to this for a few patches now, and I'm so happy that it's here. I mean, ever since they dropped the biggest patch to date that introduced the mastery system, oh my god, this game has changed, and I'm so happy for it. If you guys enjoyed the video, please be sure to give it a like and a share, and join the fleet by hitting that sub button. I really would appreciate it if you made it at any length within the video and you're finally here. I just want to say thank you. Definitely goes a long way. And yeah, join this fleet, guys. Help us grow and be a part of this community where we can continue to talk about all things Dauntless and any and everything else. If there's any game you guys want me to talk about or look into, or if there's anything you want me to cover as far as in Dauntless, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next update.